you all for coming on this. It's a beautiful day because we've been given this day, so it's a good day. This morning I want to talk about families and spirituality. Our families with spirituality, because this is the time of year when we can feel the spirit of Christmas, and that's all the love that's being sent out there, you know, people planning to get together with family and friends. So it's a good time to talk about it, but this is for all year. We've even had medical studies that have proven that spirituality helps to promote a healthier physical life for your family. And spiritual people tend to show a lesser destructive behaviors such as suicide and drugs and abuse. They tend to have less stress and a greater overall satisfaction and contentment. They tend to be happier. It reduces depression, it improves blood pressure, and boosts the immune system, so it is a healthier way of life. Studies also show there's a possible binding between spiritual life and a good health for people of all ages and races and income, no matter who you are, and no matter what faith you practice as well. So what exactly is spirituality, and how can it improve your family's health? Well, we know for years doctors and scientists have been avoiding the study of spirituality with relationship to medicine. They always felt there was no connection there. But in the at least past 10 years, they've had to take a second look, because they have found that there is some connection there, that people who are spiritual tend to be healthier. They find that religion and faith can help promote good health and fight disease by offering social support, such as religious or spiritual outreach programs, improving coping skills through prayer and meditation, and that's something we do a lot of. Some people who are having a difficult time or depressed will seek someone who's spiritual to have a shoulder to lean on, like a minister, or just anyone that's spiritual. They feel more comfortable with them. In a 7-year study of seniors, religious or spiritual involvement helped to lessen physical disability and lessen depression, and they're more accepting of events that happen in their life. They found that the death rates were lower for seniors than expected just before an important religious holiday. It was as if they were willing themselves to live just long enough to experience one more occasion, especially a religious one. Seniors who regularly attend religious services have healthier immune systems than those who don't, so that says a lot. They're more likely to have consistently lower blood pressure, and that would help in preventing heart attacks and strokes. They just tend to be a healthier person. And because they are happier, that also makes them healthier. Patients undergoing open heart surgery who receive strength and comfort from their faith or spirituality are 3 times more likely to survive than those who have no ties at all. Spirituality and mental health, well, spiritual beliefs are an important part of how many people deal with life's happiness and hardships. Faith can offer people a sense of purpose and guidelines for living. Families that face tough times, including health problems, spirituality can help them fight feelings of helplessness, restore meaning and order to circumstances, and promote getting back a sense of control. Spirituality can be a powerful and important source of strength. And medical studies as well have confirmed that spirituality can have an overpowering effect on mental states. The more spiritual a person is, the more quickly they recover from some disorders, not all. And a study showed that high levels of hope and optimism, which are key factors in fighting depression, were found among those who firmly practice their faith. Family spirituality is the spiritual element of everything that a family does to be a family. The most important ingredient being the love that flows between family members. And family doesn't have to be blood either. It can be by marriage, or even some friends can be closer than some family members, so family and friends. Where there is true, honest love, you will always find God or Spirit. And even those who don't believe, we know that God is around them, but it's nicer to be able to feel His presence and feel His love. Family spirituality is family life itself. It includes everything alive in the family. It flourishes the caring relationship between family members. So even if one person in the family is sick, especially if they're seriously ill, it affects the whole family and friends, close friends. And each and every person desires the experience of being loved and loving others. We're not intended to be, to live alone or to be alone, but you can live by yourself, but not be alone. We can experience this love through caring and supporting of each other. And no family acts are too small, or no word is too brief. Even a baby's first word, one word, brings so much joy to the parents. And it's one little act, one little word, or their first step. It just brings so much joy to the family. And then the parents are calling up other family members to say, Junior just said their first word. It may not even be a real word. Spiritualities, well, some answers to a successful family life are the spiritual values of faith, forgiveness, and above all, love. These values give families purpose, and spirituality is a powerful source of strength to families. Spirituality can be defined in different ways. Different families practice different types of spirituality. Some families stress faith in God and being in an organized religion, which is fine if it makes you a good, loving person. Others concentrate on faith in humanity, moral behaviors, and harmony with all living things. Some practice prayers, meditations, and scriptures. Then others feel overcoming faults and developing virtues such as honesty, integrity, and kindness are keys to successful family unit. Whatever each family's specific beliefs are, it's their spiritual values which provide them with guidance and unity and harmony in the family. It's been proven for children that spirituality, which is teaching them to believe and understand there is a higher power, there's a higher being, whatever you call it, God or Spirit, and feeling the love of Spirit. It actually is a prevention to various negative behaviors such as substance abuse and drinking, or fighting and vandalism, bullying. Spiritualities in couples lowers the rate of divorce, and they report being happier in their marriage, which is a positive lifestyle for children. That's the best way to raise children. Can it enhance parenting? Well, to encourage spirituality within your own family, you might want to examine your own values. Ask yourself questions like, what's important to me? How well do my day-to-day activities reflect my values, my work? Do I neglect issues that matter to me because I'm spending too much time on things that don't matter? There's a suggestion list here to start your family spiritual journey. And even if you have already started your family on a spiritual journey, you may consider some of these ideas and maybe make some changes. So explore your roots. In examining your shared past, you and your children may connect with values of earlier times and places and gain a sense of your extended family's history and values. So if you can go back in your history and your ancestry and understand what they believed in, what their values were, what their spiritual life was like. If you have family that are still here that can talk about past family and how they lived their life. Examine your involvement in the community. If you are already involved in a group, maybe you want to take on a larger role, one for you and one as a role model for your children. So do something for yourself that your children can look up to you. I know in this day and age when, especially raising children and working full-time, a lot of parents don't have time to do community service. So just something little, like at this time of the year, if you go out and buy a gift and give it to a charity, and that way you feel good, you've done something good, and your children can look up to you as a role model. Recall the feelings you had at the birth or the adoption of your child. Try to get back to that moment in your mind, remembering the hopes and dreams you had, and it could be a start of a search for similar or related feelings in your everyday life. Remember that first word or that first smile your baby did, or the first step, or the first thing you did as a family, and that feeling of excitement and happiness. And even if that baby is off to university or has a job in another province, you still have that family connection. And just remember those things and bring it in your life every day. Share some silence with your children. Not always easy. Take a few minutes for a silent meditation alone or together, and think about yourself as a parent and as yourself, and then as in your place in the larger scheme. So just think of your life as yourself. Just think of you as a parent and as what you want to do and things in a larger scale. Spend time discussing these thoughts with your children and listen to their ideas on what spirituality means. So don't just teach it to them, but listen to what they have to say as well, so you're understanding what they're learning. And my favorite one is take a walk in nature. Nature has long been an inspiration and spiritual guide. A walk will relax you and allow you to contemplate the wonders of the world around you and your children. So when you take your children for a walk, take them where there's some nature, some trees and a river, and talk to them about it. Talk to them about nature and why the leaves fall and why the sky is blue, and that. Just teach them about nature, because spirit is within nature all the time. Read books that express spiritual ideas with your children and share your thoughts about what you're reading. So if you're reading spiritual books to your children, discuss it with them so that you know what they're learning, what they're understanding, or if they're not understanding it. And these journeys can be done on your own or as part of a larger group with family and friends. So you can take the child by yourself or call up some friends and family and go in a group. Making a spiritual journey can help you and your family to live a healthier life, emotionally and physically. Spirituality is believing in a higher power and acting on a value system beyond self-interest. Carrying out a sense of purpose and divine support in everyday events, not just here on Sundays. Whether simple or difficult, for many families, spirituality can have many various meanings, going beyond as well with other family members, not just in your own household, but beyond that, family in other countries or other provinces. So you can always give them a phone call, but just keep that connection going. So to sum it up, I have some key points. Families with a sense of spirituality carry a gratitude and sense of hope that recognizes even the little things of life as special events. Spirituality gives families a sense of belonging to and being loved by a higher power. Spirituality gives meaning and purpose to families that provides strength and hope in times of adversity. It provides a greater sense of purpose and a stronger sense of support from family and friends. Spirituality provides a way to deal with success and also failures, especially in family relationships. It teaches us to ask for forgiveness when we have wronged another, and to accept forgiveness when we have been wronged. Families with strong spirituality celebrate life as a gift. They carry a gratitude and optimism that enjoys even the little things of life as special events. So without spirituality, there really isn't a person or purpose, a reason for giving or loving. And as Ralph Waldo Emerson stated, great are they who see that spiritual is stronger than any material force, that thoughts rule the world. And I received a quote from Bonnie by email, and it was one of those emails where at the end it says, send to 8 other people. So I thought I'd go a little bit further and share it with my spiritual family here. Just a little quote. Today, may there be peace within. May you trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith in yourself and others. May you use the gifts that you have received and pass the love that has been given to you. May you be content with yourself, just the way you are. Let this knowledge settle into your bones and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love. It is there for each and every one of us. And I went one more little step further. I made a whole bunch of bookmarks, nothing special, just out of old Christmas cards. But the special part is the quote is on the back. So I have enough here for everybody to have one if you're interested. So just a note to clean up crew, just leave the table here for a few minutes and I'll kind of spread them around. And it's nice to read it even every day, give you a bit of an uplift. And another quote from Henry Van Dyke, just to sum up here. Every house where love abides and friendship is a guest is surely home, and home sweet home, for there the heart can rest. So have a very merry spiritual Christmas, and thank you. God bless.
I think our mic needs help.
It's so interesting.
Thank you, Barb. It's now time for our material offerings, so